Now I'm learning that they trying to portray and take everything from G. So we had this tomb mound with the skulls and bones in it that we buried in the mounds. See if I zoom this picture out, you'll see the skulls and bones on it. Represent power and strength stolen by secret societies. So, but I ain't show the whole thing. Stolen by secret societies, skull and bones. That's Yale and Harvard type shit, right? So this how I catch these hoes trying to fuck around over in Peru. So the secret society is down with the Annie chap, Annie up on the chap. And they got a strange banking system they got in place that nobody seen it recognize that they run all the politicians from behind the scenes. But this how the world did. Took your bloodline, claim your shit. I, Gemini don't want to tell me this shit no more. But y'all already told me, you know. So let me pop out on you like this. Boom. The secret society is skull and bones located at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. They are famously accused of stealing the remains of Apache leader Geronimo rather than Javari, but man, fuck Geronimo, nigga. I'm talking about that fake ass motherfucking native. The Javari tribe and Chachapoa survivors of South America used hidden underground caverns for sacred bone burials. European monastic order later documented these bones filled, believing they had found the tombs of an advanced royal lineage. They tried to take the bloodline. Watch. Yes, those explorers of secret society tried to claim ownership of the bloodline to legitimize their own power. You can't take that back, Gemini. I screenshot too much, boy. You little AI generated ass bitch. I ask questions around about in a way to make you say what I need you to say. That's what I do, fool. Because I know you be capping, but I'm going to send you down one avenue to make it look right and send your head right down a dead end where you done gave my answer. Now you won't say this no more. But I got the screenshot, motherfucker. And I'm finna come put the screenshot in your face and make you tell me some more. Yes, those explorers and secret societies tried to claim, or not tried, they did. Because this how I ran into, we know the truth now. This how I ran into the truth. Because y'all brought up a bloodline of Javari wounds. And I traced them back to Peru while I was standing on that Nazca plate looking for my dope. And y'all in the background, them submarines took all that Peruvian flake and made up that Nazca plate shit with no land on top of it. Y'all holding shit. They wanted to connect themselves to the ancient advanced technology and spiritual authority left behind by the survivors. It's how these hoes took all your bloodlines, bro, and gave your lineage to some fake ass natives. Nigga, this melanation 3GD, the age of awakening, nigga, and we woke around this bitch. Yes, those explorers secrets how to try to claim ownership of that bloodline to legitimize their own power. So they got this skull and bone shit from a G2. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? See what else I got now? I'm just popping that 3 in the morning, man, to my shit. When the phrase human chatter is you human chatter, all that good shit. Let's see what else I got in. I ain't got nothing going on. Just pop out to make them haters pop out and see what's up. You're likely thinking about a covenant split, a covenant debt. Uh, God and government are one and the same, huh? They twins. They all don't want, both of them want 10%. Both of them want you to be a part of their covenant. It can also refer to a compromise or composition in international debt restructuring. So covenant got something to do with you being in debt to some shit. But his twin brother make you think you being connected to something holy and shit. But the whole time you praying to the wrong God. You praying to the God of war. They making you love it within your faith and belief that they know some shit that you don't know. Man, these folks ain't holy. These folks ain't got man, you don't know. That's why they swearing on this book and say God and government ain't got nothing to do with each other. These niggas Siamese twins. A covenant. Yeah, that's what the United States of America is, a covenant nation. A nation that has agreed to, they have went into financial debt and will never, ever, ever, ever be able to repay the debt. Yeah, you have admitted that we'll never be able to repay the debt, so why'd you go to work every day and pay taxes on a debt that you can't repay? Because you have become an indentured servant of this covenant that you're a part of, that they make you love biblically, but in the physical world, you're a motherfucking slave. That's all I be trying to tell you niggas. See, biblically, a covenant is used sacred binding agreement between God and humans or between people that establishes a formal relationship with mutual commitments. You committed. I pledge my allegiance to the flag as a child. I'm committed. I pledge my allegiance to a flag as a goddamn 4, 5, 6-year-old child and promises. Unlike a standard legal contract, it is rooted in deep, enduring loyalty and is often sealed with an oath, a sacrifice, or a visible sign like a rainbow or circumcision. Mm. That's why they take your little folks anyway. A covenant nation. We are a covenant nation that admit that we're in a debt that we can never repay to them Japs, to them Mongolians over there in North Korea, to China. We're in $34 trillion worth of debt. And it's only gonna grow. And y'all niggas ain't popping by shit. Y'all know that your grandchildren know what's going on. I am. It's over. All the prophecies have taken place. I told y'all before with the prison, man. The history of the Bible with Abraham started 2000 BC. It's 2026. You count down, that's a 2000 from BC to 0. And then another 2,000 for the other 4,000, so it's over. So the last is first, and the first is last, and they did their job, and you can't see the bullshit. You're on the truth. The timeline and narrative began creation, and the earliest human generations transitioned into an era of Abraham and the Israelite patriarchs around 2000 BC. And nigga, it's 2026, it's over with. I told you they gotta restack the books. They gotta do something, keep on distracting you. Keep you running around in space, spinning on a water ball. That a nigga can disprove everything they talking about. Bitch, I just showed y'all. They took your bloodline, took your power. They got your bloodline. Now they got your inheritance and your rights to your generational wealth as your ancestors being the gods of this earth. Yeah, that's what's up. But they say that the Mayan calendar is outdated, right? They tell you phenotypes is no longer what's happening. They try to change all the knowledge or so-called education they put out here about phenotypes. They say the Mayan calendar is outdated, but I asked, look, no, while the ancient Mayan, which is an Olmec calendar, the ancient Maya no longer use it for civil administration. The calendar remains astronomically accurate and is still used by modern Maya communities for agriculture and ritual purposes. Because this is the beginning of agriculture with these Negroes, so what they call us, but we're the melanated indigenous aboriginals of the Americas. And it's going to always be accurate because we created the seasons. And we put the seasons in the sky by placing our animals and things like that into certain constellations that represented the seasons, such as April, when it's time to plant. Yeah, we planted, not live on a planet. And we put certain constellations in the sky that we like this look like a bull, this look like this Cygnus, and we built ancient mounds to the Orions and Cygnus way before Egypt even thought about it, because we the ones when it did it all over the world, right here from the so-called Americas. And you got these natives on our neck trying to act like they are us. That's what the fuck is going on. The Mayan calendar ain't outdated, but your book is. The Mayan calendar is not out. It can't be outdated because it's gonna always be accurate because it's in tune with the sun and in tune with nature, respecting nature. Every other religion disrespect nature by trying to put a deity in front of God. In front of who? In front of the sun. The sun is the sun. That's all I be popping on you niggas, man. But you niggas ain't gonna get this shit because you niggas is motherfucking perpetuators of the motherfucking system. Hmm. The traditional Mayan calendar system is not outdated or extinct. It is still active, used today by millions of indigenous Mayan people, particularly in the highlands of Guatemala and part of Mexico. While it is no longer used for official global timekeeping, why it's no longer used for official global timekeeping, traditional daykeepers, spiritual leaders continuously maintain the 260-day sacred calendar for agricultural cycles, community rituals, and spiritual guidings. Agriculture, you can't civilize yourself without having agriculture. And this is what these people went against, the natural God of the heavens and earth. And y'all can't see it. I said, boom. Uh-huh. Spans roughly 4,000 year timelines. Stretches from the traditional era. I just showed y'all that. I'm just showing you, your shit outdated. This would never be outdated because it's in tune with nature, what was, what is, what always will be. That's universal law. Laws and principles that can't be broken. Is that it's already when the take a debt, you sign a contract to contain financial covenants. So you in a broke nigga covenant because the biggest sin in the world is to be in debt to somebody. It used to be the trespass upon somebody's shit, but you forgave them for trespassing against you, as you forgave the ones that trespass against you. Uh, Forgive the ones who trespass, then they change it to debt. See, this is why your seeds are born into sin, because they're born into debt. You're gonna be a sinner from the time you get here to the time you leave, because you're born into a debt system. You're born into a covenant. You're born into a covenant nation. Yeah, you're born into a covenant nation. So you're a born sinner. This what they done made it be. The, the Siamese twins, God and government there. Them the Siamese twins, boy. Something like the question of what constitutes an American asset is financial, and is a financial one that, and how you view it depends entirely on whether you are looking at it through a economic, geopolitical, or philosophical lens. When people ask this to citizens the assets, the answer is resounding yes. You are the asset. You are the engine of America that you gonna be forever slaved out, nigga. You are the U.S. collateral that these debts will be paid that can't be repaid. Damn. You are the nut. We are the fools that has agreed upon being indentured servants to someone upon our land that shouldn't be here. That we're gonna forever pay on a debt that can never be repaid. You know what else they call that? Sovereign default. You can never become sovereign being a part of this. You getting paperwork sovereignty and still got a job. Your sovereignty has been defaulted because you're a part of a broke nation that admits that they can't pay their debt. You get it? I know you don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being dumb like y'all want to say I am. My bad. Human capital. The citizens is the primary asset. See? You the asset and the collateral for the dumbass northerners that then took the West, trap you inside the belly of the beast and call you North, but you know goddamn well you are a West Indian, Aboriginal, melanated American. The original motherfucker that was on this land, traveling to the star that don't move. The name of the star ain't never been no North Pole, no Polaris, nothing to do with no pole on no Earth. The star in the sky ain't got nothing to do but lining up on a pole that's so supposed to be on this Earth where Santa Claus hang it. Do you believe in Santa Claus? No. Do you believe in the globe? Yes. Well, you believe in Santa Claus. Because you shouldn't believe anything a oppressor and enslaver has ever tried to put in your head. And until you peel all that shit up off your brain, you are a perpetuator of the system. And I don't fuck with your kind. See, because that's why you motherfucker hate me. So my human nature has to hate you too. But my divine nature wants you to wake up and lock arms and tell these bitches get off our shit. So I'm in a catch-22 too. So I'm looking for all my Siamese twins to lock arms and wake up the world, my nigga. The flat world. Cause I don't live in no globe ass world. I'm just popping my shit at 3 in the morning, man. The sovereignty. When the U.S. borrows money or issues treasury bonds, Japan owns all your treasury securities, all your treasury bonds. You don't own shit. Even the motherfucker, the gold that supposed to bag up your currency, they came and took that right back when they robbed Fort Knox. The niggas living in a monopoly, on a monopoly board, nigga. Bonds and debts is bagged up, is backed by full faith and credit of the United States, essentially that credit is promised back by the future productivity. Who doing the producing? Why is the United States of America productive? Because of the citizens that do the work and economic output of the American world. I mean, the American workforce. There's you, fool. There's us. Dummy, I'm talking to myself too. Don't get me wrong, I'm talking to myself too. See, it's a sovereign promise, and your sovereign has been defaulted because you choose to stay in debt. And that's what builds and thrives the heartbeat of America. Get it? I know you don't. I'm sorry for not being dumb like I think I am. I just be trying to shake you niggas for the longest. Don't want to fuck with you. Because niggas don't be on shit. I keep telling y'all don't be on shit. Tangible and financial assets. If you look to the traditional balance sheet for the national assets, usually refer to the physical and financial wealth contained within the borders. That includes natural resources, which we had before you bitches got here. You own my land, and you didn't enslave me. And now you done made me be a part of a covenant, and you biblically made me love it and become one of your lambs in the stall, leaning to your understanding and not mine, praying to a false god, to a deity you done put in front of this natural sun that lights this world up every day. That's all I'm saying. I said, boom. This shit crazy, bro. I just be trying to show y'all a little something though. I'm gonna keep on doing it. Cause I took an oath to myself to lead truth this bitch much as I can before I lead this bitch. That's why I do what I do. I ain't a scholar. And I don't do this for dollars. God damn it. A covenant nation. Y'all think that sound good to you? The last is first, first is last, and all the prophecies already took place. Because when that boy was born at Mary Pussy, that was the returning. That was the returning. And Revelations ended right then and now. Get it? Because the real God had already came back in Malachi in the Old Testament as the S-U-N-O righteousness. But they had to bring Elijah back as John the Baptist to baptize who? The one who was returning to give judgment on the world. And he gave his judgment. And you niggas still waiting on the world to end in Revelations. Because you don't know how to read and comprehend a nutcase who's trying to trick you. But I see they dumb ass. You feel? I just be brainstorming through the whole though. I'm just throwing through some goddamn screenshots, boom. See, that what they call you, human chattel. When the phrase human chattel is used, it refers directly to legal and social reduction of a human being to the status of personal movable property. Personal movable property, so they can move you around, put you in prisons, send you to other states, all kind of shit. You're not cattle, but you're human chattel. When the phrase human chattel is used, it refers directly to the legal and social reduction of a human being to the state of being personal, movable property. That's what you are as a United States citizen. You see what I'm talking about? I know you don't. I'm sorry for not being dumb like y'all niggas think I am. Skull and power and strength stolen by secret societies. Huh? And that shows how they try to steal that bloodline. The Javari bloodline, bro. Yes, those explorers and secret societies tried to claim ownership of the bloodline to legitimize their own power. They wanted to connect themselves to the ancient advanced technology and spiritual authority. The cane represent authority. That's why they got them niggas walking through there like shepherds with the cane, because the ancients It represent authority for the ancient. They got your shit left behind by the survivors. Huh? They whoop you with the pistol play, Mike. Huh? The Javari tribe. Huh? That Javara boom, when I was over there looking at them skull and bones, them cathedrals they made out of skulls and bones. They tried to claim this bloodline. It led me right down back to South America, where I met my nigga roll that corn. And he been rolling that corn like a motherfucker. And I've been standing on that coat of Peru, them purple panties. Where the fuck is all the fields and fields of purple panties, Peruvian flake, cocaine? Who got it? I wanna know. And I'ma stand right on this fake ass Nazca plate that sits up under this earth with no land on it, just a tectonic plate that they can tell you about, but they ain't dug into the earth's surface no 408 miles, and you niggas still going for a Pangea that start with Eurasia and Europe. These motherfuckers was the last motherfuckers to learn how to read, write, talk, or anything, and the last has became first, and the first is last, which is us, cause you niggas can't understand what the fuck a trill nigga be trying to tell you lame ass niggas. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And with that being said, I'm finna get the fuck up off this bitch at 3 in the morning. Let me see what time it is. 3:37. What you doing, bro? I need to woke my baby up, man. I do something to one of y'all need to just woke my baby up, nigga. I just woke my baby up, nigga. Fuck around, so, nigga. This is the first lady of Middle Nation. My life. I call it my life. I changed the name of my life. You got to create your own space and create your own realm and take your piece of happiness out of this so-called global world. I don't live there. When I create my realm, it's paradise. I make you close your eyes and see the heavens. I make you understand that that's where you're going to return back to the heavens. I make you understand that none of these deeds that they putting in front of the sun is the portal back to the afterlife. The sun is the sun, and the melanated disk that sit inside the sun is your portal back to where you came from, the heavens. It ain't no fight. It ain't the right or the wrong thing. It's doing the real thing. And that's what I'm known to do, nigga. Yeah. Your carbon 12 melanated 666 energy don't die. It's going straight back to the afterlife from where it came, dog. And they can't go. And that's why they hate you. Because they got to go dwell where they dwell at. And the third tier is a 3-tier cosmology. Earth, heaven, and hell. Heaven, earth, hell. And what they're comprised and made up of goes underneath with this decomposition. Decompose and go underneath. Their energy don't go back because it ain't never been there. It can't return to the heavens because it never came from the heavens. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, they go where they supposed to dwell at. But they tell you this in parables and shit, but you don't understand. They name it Little Red Devil, underground, whatever. Now they put the big fire in the middle of the water ball. But I thought the devil had a fire waiting to burn your soul forever. That's what he do to them. Because they ain't got no soul. Burn their spirits forever. The sun is the soul. The solar system. The soul. You connected to the sun through your soul. And your consciousness is your God consciousness in your sixth month inside the premarital waters of your mother. Your neuromelanin in your brain kick in. And you gain your consciousness that connect you to the soul. All is one. The soul is the sun. And the sun don't need no deity or no mythological story to explain it when it rises every day in your face. You dig what I'm talking about? They can't go and they can't take your divine divinity. Your divine divinity is your destination, and your destination is to go and return back to the heavens and incarnate. And when you incarnate, your incarnation is you becoming one of those stars in this universe, in this true blue black melanated sky, in this true blue black melanated skies. Because you won't know it's blue till life hit it. And that life and light come from the sun. I'm sorry, I ain't dumb like you nigga want me to be. I'm the truth with this shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I don't promote it like that because I don't want no pat on the back. I ain't no scholar. And I don't do this for dollars. I do this for the truth, my nigga. And that's why you niggas hate me. Because you niggas hate the motherfucking truth. Which I'ma die. The truth, nigga. Melanation 3GD for life. God, glow, and gravity. I'm out this bitch. Truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna be break my vote. Huh? And if it fuck me, nigga, you know it fuck you through the. It's my human nature. But my divine nature try to tell you, nigga, we need our shit back. Give your grandchildren some knowledge, man. I said, boom. That shit went